Vegan beignets. You see, a lot of folks get this wrong. This isn't your everyday square-shaped French donut. This is, you know, it actually might be like your everyday square-shaped French donut. Not even gonna lie to you. But there are some differences. Beignets are small, very cute little perfectly imperfect fried squares. The outside crisp is something like a funnel cake, not like the homemade funnel cake. More like the ones you get at a carnival that's been fried in the same oil than the thousands before yours, but it's still so hard to resist. The beignet entourage then gets submerged in an avalanche of powdered sugar. The inside, light, fluffy, and incredibly chewy, kind of like a baby's bottom. Well, I've actually never chewed on a baby's bottom, so that analogy may be like a bit far-fetched. I'm gonna just roll the intro like right now. I'm back, baby, and we're making vegan beignets. Or beignets vegan, however you want to say it. First things first, let's grab a bowl. Now, it doesn't need to look as cool as this one, obviously. It just needs to be functional. Actually, I'm not even gonna use this bowl right now, so disregard. Into a arguably medium small bowl with a handle that's not called a pitcher, 2 1/4 teaspoons yeast, 2/3 cups or 67 grams cane sugar, 1 cup or 236 gram water, warmed to no higher than 115 degrees Fahrenheit or 46 degrees Celsius. Any warmer than that, don't forget to prep a eulogy for your yeast. Okay, here's a riddle. Pause it and see if you can guess. What do you do while waiting on your yeast to bloom? The answer is nothing, because I used instant yeast. Next, into the bowl is a 1/2 cup or 120 grams of dairy-free milk and 1/3 cup or 36 grams melted vegan butter. Insert whisk here and make a bunch of circles really quickly. While this is necessary to blend our ingredients, it's also kind of fun not to listen to your parents about playing with your food. Now, for that bowl that showed up to class prematurely, drop in 4 cups or 480 grams all-purpose or bread flour and a 1/2 teaspoon salt and baking soda. If you want that chewiness I was referring to earlier, get yourself that bread flour. Whisk this together well, making sure everyone in the bowl is confused about their role in this situation. With your stand mixer, now obnoxiously taking the spotlight, attach your dough hook and pour in your beaker substance to continue developments in your science project. Flip the switch, and believe it or not, as the world turns, your mixer will turn. You know, they have absolutely nothing to do with each other, but it's a fact. And for some reason, thinking about that makes me feel good. After about 4 to 6 minutes, this part of the journey should feel complete. Literally. Feel the dough. It should be a bit sticky. If it's too sticky in the bowl, add a little flour until it begins to pull from the sides. Just leave it in the bowl, unlike me, who's pulling it out of the bowl to put it in something so you can see it grow. Let it rise for about 1 to 2 hours or until it's doubled in size. Once risen, give it a birthday punch because your dough is about 1 hour old. 2 if it's 2 hours old, or just keep punching it, who cares? Flour your work surface like you don't want your dough to stick to it, and peel the dough out with something other than your hand. Cover the dough with a blanket of flour and roll it out to about 1/4 inch thick. We're gonna cut out 2.5 to 3 inch squares. I haven't completely decided yet, but either way, use a pizza cutter, because dragging a knife through this is just as good as using a chainsaw. So Jason, how about you just, I don't know, save yourself the massacre. Get a large pot, about 2 quarts of oil, one of these measuring devices, and or something similar, and a diaper, because you are going to crap yourself if you mess things up at this point. With your oil heated to about 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 176 degrees Celsius, establish your dominance in the pot with about 3 or 4 squares at a time. You're the boss here, so don't let these uncooked pocket squares call the shots. When done, drain these on paper towel and continue with authority on the rest of the batch. Remember to have enough powdered sugar that you could use it as rock salt for a sidewalk, because anything less would be an injustice to these beignets. And if all goes well, well, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, believe in good. Peace.